Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. I am Chip Skipper here in Nova Scotia for DIY Wrestling, and coming out to the ring, getting a rock star treatment in front of his home crowd in his home promotion, Troy Merrick. Commercial-free Troy Merrick is known by many accolades. However, to this crowd, he is known as the man who is bringing them the night of wrestling that they are watching. Founder of DIY Wrestling, Troy Merrick, taking on a man simply known as Backwoods. Bit of a mysterious enigma. All we really know is that he is, in fact, from the Backwoods. A bit of a rough and tumble brawler. We don't have Backwoods scouted here. And so that means neither does Troy Merrick. So we do not know what Backwoods could bring to this. Troy Merrick, however, is bringing an extreme amount of home field advantage, which is usually a factor in professional wrestling, but here it is more a factor than ever, as if you look at this ring, it is tiny compared to most rings, which doesn't just make certain factors more important and other factors less important, but it also affects what moves you are able to perform, what moves you can perform. And Backwoods, incredible arm wrench, Troy Merrick having to roll his way out of it, and he does so very cleanly, rolling his way into a headlock. Pristine chain wrestling by Troy Merrick. Taking control of the match, hot dogging it up in front of the fans. Taking control of the wrist now, Troy Merrick making clean work of Backwoods, flipping him down to the mat, working over that wrist really, really well, while maintaining control of his own body. Elbow smash, spinning to the outstretched arm of Backwoods, continuing to work over that arm. Good Lord. Troy Merrick feeling the sting on his arm when Backwoods was hitting it, but now elbow crusher again to that arm. Backwoods desperately trying to reach for the ropes, not really realizing the extent of man that Troy Merrick would be. I mean, we have seen company owners perform before on this channel, and they are usually not the toughest man in the room by far, but Troy Merrick smiling with manic delirium? I don't know. This man is a little freaky. I thought Backwoods looked the scarier man, but now he's feeling forced to resort to an eye gouge in the corner, right in front of the crowd, right in front of the referee. Referee checking if Troy Merrick can continue after being blinded like that. Backwoods resorting to anything and everything. Going by such a mysterious alias means that he doesn't have to worry about his own reputation here. He can resort to whatever he needs to, but Troy Merrick has the crowd in the palm of his hand. And that, combined with the unusual ring size, means that the mental games will always be in Troy Merrick's favor, especially while he has Backwoods freaked out as he does. But Backwoods, kick to the gut, slam to the back with his arm, slamming him into the corner now. Kick to the gut again, front face lock, no, twisting into a neck breaker. Pristine movements by Backwoods, going for the pin, getting a 2 count. Backwoods nailing Troy Merrick with a pretty deadly combination there. He's got him in a chicken wing, but Troy Merrick getting to the ropes, but Backwoods countering into a choke against the ropes. Good Lord. Backwoods, oh God, sliding clothesline into his middle rope-bound opponent. I have not seen that before. That was slick. I mean, it was a rope choke. Very dirty. Bad boy. Do not do that, Backwoods. That being said, very slick way of executing it. Oh my God. Smacks heard around the building, echoing off of the walls, throwing him against the ropes. Diving crossbody. Was not expecting to see that in this ring. But Troy Merrick is more than used to this ring running lariat. He knows exactly the distance that he has to go to get just the right extension on all of his limbs. Super kick to the gut, forcing Backwoods into the corner. Troy Merrick has him up now. Dragon sleeper, no, reverse DDT, hold. Reverse front face lock to a spinning, clubbing blow to the torso, as he also hit a reverse DDT at the same time, beckoning Backwoods up to his feet. Troy Merrick whiffing the spinning kick. Backwoods getting out of the way, not wanting anything to do with it. Troy Merrick, I think, was expecting Backwoods to come charging headlong, but Backwoods, I think, has a lot more brain to him than I initially thought, just based on his introduction, lack of information. I just assumed that he was some backwoods hobo that had just sort of wandered in here, but he clearly has plenty of technical grace to his game, getting pulled onto the apron by Troy Merrick, but it was a ruse, a hot shot by Backwoods. Troy Merrick reaching for his throat, out of air. Backwoods taking advantage, taking the initiative, huge chop to the chest. Both men wearing vests, but with a sharp enough chop. And Backwoods, you can tell that this man has some actual experience to him, able to deliver those chops with little to no side effects on his own part. Ducking under for a back suplex. No, almost getting a back suplex, but instead, a sidewalk slam. Still, devastating impact on the mat. Backwoods choking him out again against the ropes. Backwoods feeling like he needs to be on a constant offensive here. Little to no regard for the sanctity of pro wrestling here, but if the referee's going to give him the leeway, oh my God, choking him out with his wristband. Referee did not see it. Referee does not see the same angles that we do. Backwoods, quick strike to make sure that Troy Merrick is kept off guard. Backwoods. Oh, God. Knife edge chop, ringing our ears. Another one. Backwoods lighting up Troy Merrick's chest. Oh, my God. Chop, I think that hit the throat. Backwoods sent flying into the corner. Troy Merrick taking back control of this match. Eye rake by Backwoods. Referee really going light on the restrictions here. I suppose a direct order from Troy Merrick to just let the boys be boys or something. Nevertheless, Backwoods taking advantage once again. Another gouge of the eyes. If this was being scored round per round, Backwoods would probably be at a -4 from all the penalties that he would have accrued by now. Despicable behavior from Backwoods, doing everything he can to get a win over Troy Merrick. I don't think he was expecting the owner of the company to be this tough snap suplex by Backwoods. Though it looks like he felt a bit of pain in his back as well, unable to go for the pin. But now climbing up to the middle rope, going up high, getting some height. Backwoods scoping out the crowd, saying his goodbyes to them. Oh, God, going for a double foot stomp, but Troy Merrick gets his own foot up, catching Backwoods perfectly on the chin. Troy Merrick back up to his feet, dodging the splash into the corner, avoiding another one with a quick boot to the jaw. Now Backwoods is in the position that Troy Merrick thought he would be. Jabbing combination by Troy Merrick. Now he's the one taking advantage of the relatively lax rules. I think there were some closed fists there. Incredible knife-edge chop. Corner smash into the top turnbuckle. Is he going for 10 of them? 2. Crowd chanting along. Can he make it to 10? Granted, any number of these are enough. There is a steel metal ring, and that padding is not as thick as you might believe. That can deal some real damage to your skull if applied too many times, and 10 times is plenty of times. Now going for punches, just straight up punches. I'm assuming he's opening his fist, but it's hard to see from this angle regardless. Incredible damage being done to Backwoods' head. Probably having trouble seeing straight. Troy Merrick trying to rouse him out of the corner for a spinning back kick, and he nails it. Backwoods hitting the mat. Troy Merrick rolling him as far away from the ropes as he can, and he gets the 3 count. Troy Merrick takes home the W. Thank you very much for watching. This has been DIY Wrestling. I have been Chip Skipper. Congratulations to Troy Merrick, and you all have a wonderful night.